Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Tip-off just around the corner. Let's head on down to the Big Easy. That's where we find Kevin Harlan sitting courtside.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And, guys, taking a look at Klay Thompson. What will we see from him, do you think, today?
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And another specialty of his is the three ball from the corner. That's his signature shot.
You look at the Pelicans. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
Well, they face these guys just once more after tonight. And since they dropped the first game to them earlier, I think they need to win this one, just to get their confidence going. And then, obviously, to have a chance to win the season series.
Yeah, I think they'll have a little bungee cord in their step, a little extra bounce and elasticity. They do not want to lose back-to-back games to this team, especially having only one more game to play against them this season. There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Number 7 will not go. This is off the front iron. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and offensively, everything seemed to come together for them beautifully. It seemed like everything they tried worked.
And with a multifaceted approach like the one they had, it takes a sophisticated defense to stop it, which was not the case that day.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the made shot from Huffy. No good from Hunter.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you, Doris. And it's the Pelicans with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Fires from deep. Gets it to go.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They set the pick. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game right now. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Huffy. New Orleans moving the ball around. Number 2. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Here's Doncic. And that misses. That would have put him up. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Denver Nuggets.
And they drew so many fouls in that game, guys. That was one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Yeah, guys, to me, that was just a case of lack of discipline on the other side. I can't say any more than that one.
Soft touch off the glass.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
They set the pick. Wide open. That one wide left.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
Number 2, defended by Hunter. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Timberwolves trail by 6. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one's good. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be scoring well at the same time. This club is really putting up big numbers.
And Minnesota has possession. It's a 3-point game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now the pass to Humphrey. Number 2. Good on the 3-point shot. 8 points for him.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Passes it to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. Number 5. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Pelicans leading by 3. Number 2. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And guys, let's take a look at how the Pelicans performed last month. 11th in rebounding, 13th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in getting high percentage shots as well. Not too shabby.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, it was a pretty close game the first time they met, but the mistakes cost them. They were very careless with the ball. They're going to have to take care of it tonight.
And so here is New Orleans. 3-point lead. Thompson, left side, launches it. That's good. Thompson's got 5.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
You know, Clark, they could rewind and erase some of that sloppy play. I mean, they would have had the W.
Without question. I mean, you get rid of those turnovers and be a little sharper, but the turnover difference, too much to overcome. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Number 2. No good from outside. Timberwolves trailed by 4. Here's Doncic. And good on the basket. Book it. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Back to Thompson. With the lead pass. Tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Guys, he's extremely difficult to cover on the low block. He's skilled. He's got a lot of moves he can go to, and he keeps the defense off balance.
And, you know, the thing he might do better than anything else, guys, is bang the offensive glass. I mean, he really works hard at that.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. That one misses. The Timberwolves shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Cutting the screen. Pass the ball. Kicks it to Walker. Puts up a 3. Moves back up. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Now here's Joseph. Averaging 10 points per contest. Right through the D for the layup. Joseph's got his first points of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. There's the basketball. Shot from Trout. A second chance effort. Nice D from Tucker.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Now here's Joseph. He dishes it to Tucker. He tries for 3. Walker with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Martin. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Minnesota. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, the Pelicans. Right now, quite a ways down below.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they just got to learn a few lessons from what they're going through this year. I mean, to use that experience to make sure that they grow from it.
Well, you always want to be getting better, Clark. So I like what you're talking about. I mean, sometimes you can learn from adversity, learn from your mistakes. That's what this club has to do from here on out.
Offensive rebound. Up and in on the layup. 5 points in the game.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And Joseph kicks it to Tucker. Milton, defended by Tate, hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. He feeds it to Walker. Fires the 3, and the basket good. And now a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that 3-pointer.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
Here's Joseph. There's the steal. He kicks it to Walker. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. It feels like they've got every rebound, but
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the screen. Milton, headed by Green. Down low, down to 5 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Joseph, the pass to Griffin. Again, Griffin missing. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Martin penetrating. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Good on both. Pelicans trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Joseph dishes to Green. Here's Tucker. Simply brings it in at the buzzer.
Next Tuesday night.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Corey Joseph. Also Green out there, and it's Tate in at the 4 spot. So he gets them both. The Timberwolves shooting 43% from the field. Cutting the screen, off the screen. It's rebounded by Tucker.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
Griffin's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Ball defended by Tate. Walker goes in. Leads him in there. Number 24. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Timberwolves have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Pelicans trailed by 5. Pulls it up. And Griffin scores. The assist from Joseph. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's the feed to Martin. Milton, defended by Joseph. Number 24. Second shot opportunity. Pelicans with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Nailed from 3-point land. Martin's got 5 now. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here is Joseph. Feeds it to Tucker. From deep. Tate the pass to Joseph. The dish to Walker. Number 24, defended by Joseph. Number 24 goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And Green gets it to go.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Over the last 10 games, you can see where the Timberwolves rank in the league. Second in field goal percentage. Third in steals. And they're the third-ranked team in free throw percentage. A number of players on that team are very comfortable and capable at the foul line.
Now let's talk about the shooting for a second, Clark, because you look at that number. That's impressive. And that's a direct result of having a game plan every night, being well coached, disciplined, and really working hard and being unselfish in order to get good shots.
And so here is New Orleans after the made shot from Hunter. Number 2, defended by Hunter. 3-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Pelicans trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Fader on the way, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, he's almost putting on a show out there with that fadeaway jumper.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Passes it to Levine. Swiped it away. Pass to Hunter. Puts up the baby hook. And again, it's Minnesota. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Doncic defended by Levine. Gives him the lead pass. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. The Timberwolves, number 1.
You know, sometimes a team, Kevin, will have one guy who does a nice job blocking shots. Other times, the guy finds ways to get other players involved in shot blocking. Well, this team does it as a group. That's why they're the league's best in block shots. They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. And that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Number 5 loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
Number 2 defended by Hunter. The pass to Levine. Pick off in midair. Number 5. He's covered by Thompson. Number 55. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line. Certainly to this point.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
There's a good screen. Here's Levine. Drops in the tray. He's got 5.
The screenplay worked ideally there. And I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in the movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
He'll answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pelicans trail by 7. Clock at 6. Number 2. Kept alive. Timberwolves leading by 7. Passes to Hunter. Can't hit. Great D that time from Thompson.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's the pick. Doncic defended by Levine. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Thompson passes to Levine. Doubled by Hunter. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
He's covered by Thompson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead. 1:49 left in the first half. There's the screen. Shoots off the screen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
So it's Minnesota now. Pass to Hunter from the arc. Pelicans pull it in. Thompson's got his third rebound on the night.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
Shot off the pick. That's good on the jump shot. 5 points in the game.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They trail by 11. And the Timberwolves making a change here. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own. Yeah, but it's fun to watch.
Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Number 7. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
Walker with the rebound.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. It's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's when for the Grizz.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves. The pass to Lumpy. Dishes to Thompson. Here's the 3. Gets it to go. Thompson's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pelicans.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Hunter, he's covered by Thompson. Number 5. The shot no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Thompson with it. Now defended by Hunter. Number 2. About 1 minute played here in the second half. There's a screen. Passes it to Hunter. From past the arc. Gets the bucket. He's got 12.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Lumpy. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it works.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 10-point lead. Number 5. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
76% of the stripe for him to this point of the season.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Thompson. There's the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Number 2. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Minnesota calls timeout.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 7-point differential. Pass to Hunter.
Hey, right here.
6 on the shot clock. Number 55, defended by Nurkic. No good there off the double clutch.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Number 2, the offensive rebound. Here's Buffy. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 12.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Doncic. And the shot is long. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-6 run. And there's the pass to Buffy. Number 2. Pelicans trailed by 5. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves leading by 4. There's the pick. Pass to Hunter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 14 points for him.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Tucker's checked in, and the Pelicans miss again.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Rejected by 1 feet, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 1st in scoring, 1st in blocks, and they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Here's Doncic, drilled from 11 feet out. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
But Steve, we've got to give him credit for his skill as a distributor, too. I mean, he has a great feel for his teammates, and that leads to a lot of his assists and a lot of easy baskets for his team.
He came off the screen and finished with authority.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Now, that's using your head and using your body.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
They set the screen. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Pass to Humphrey. Again, a Pelican score.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Number 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Back to Thompson. Number 55. No good on the 3.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the made shot from Humphrey. Number 5 makes it off the glass. 18 points for him.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
And here are the Pelicans now. Number 2. All good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 7. A 3. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 21.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Here's Humphrey. Uses both hands to slam it down. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Doncic. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 7. Puts one up from 19. Misses off the left iron. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Inside. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
That free throw good from Ball. Pelicans shooting almost 60% from the field here in the 3rd. They are really feeling it. A look from Griffin. Cannot hit. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Milton. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Gone 1 of 3 on the night. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Joseph. Number 28. 1:58 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. The pass, the ball. Shot clock at 5. From down in the low post, it goes. He has 7.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the 2nd half. And, that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Here's Griffin. Left to play here in the 3rd. And yes, sir, that one drops.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Passes it to Hunter. Martin. Shot clock at 6. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 5 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops or at the very least try to force this team into some bad shots.
Now here's Joseph. Here's Griffin. offline with his three.
Well, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Milton, defended by Griffin. Missed inside.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Joseph. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Ball. Shot is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. Coming up Friday. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball move.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Number 5 hits the three-point bomb. 24 points for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And for Minnesota. Number 2. Beyond the arc. No good from Tate. Timberwolves leading by 14. And for New Orleans. It's off his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Number 5. He's covered by Thompson. Walker's shot is off.
Man, that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
On the court for Minnesota.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Nurkic. Pelicans trailed by 11. Pass to Tate. There's the triple. No luck. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Green, the pass to Levine. He dishes it to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Number 7, defended by Tate. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They trail by 14. Pass to Green. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Count the bucket. He's got 25.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
So it's Minnesota now. Pocket 6. Outside, Walker. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Green, the pass to Levine. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Thompson inside the line. Good on the shot, and that shades the lead to single digits. Thompson's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Minnesota calls timeout.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Into Green. Number 5, he's covered by Thompson. Number 7, the finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And also, he's one of those guys who can cover 94 feet in the blink of an eye and often does, with or without help on the break.
Here's Doncic. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Outside, Green. Here's Nurkic. And the Pelicans miss again.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
So it's the Pelicans now after the made shot from Hunter.
Come on, back to now, man.
Knocked loose. Outside, Green. All along. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. Timberwolves leading by 15. They set the pick. Six to shoot. Doncic defended by Levine. Green with the rebound.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here's Nurkic. Connects from three-point range. Minnesota with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hunt guarded by Green. Here's Doncic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Here's Levine. And the Pelicans get it back. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Some really good games going on. How about that Denver one? That's an interesting game.
The first one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Timberwolves leading by 14. Number 7, defended by Nurkic. From downtown, it's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win here.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Doncic, defended by Levine. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And despite the fact they've been beaten on the boards, this one is still close.
Kevin, they're still in.
knocks down the first one.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Thompson right side. Drops one in from the wing. Thompson's got 15 points here in the second half. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Hunter. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
New Orleans gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. On the pass to Lumpy. Number 2. Great D that time from Hunter.
And that's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right here.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Stole. Only one man back on D. On up the court. Rejected by Hunter. The Timberwolves have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. 124 left to play in the final quarter. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. Number 2. Drills it from outside.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
109 left in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves leading by 15. Passes it to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Number 55. You know what? Great D that time, Nurkic. New Orleans has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. It's Thompson off the drive. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
They swipe it. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. The free throws off from Buffy. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Walker the pass to Ball. Martin with a screen on Griffin. Here's Milton. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The first free throw is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Joseph. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets the jumper to drop. Here's Walker. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Gordon?
And this is a guy who's made the power slam his trademark, Kevin. So we'll just have to see who he throws it down on tonight.
And the other thing I like about him is his pursuit of the pumpkin. I mean, he loves to slip in there and get a few second chance baskets.
Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Well, Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And their success rate from the stripe this season, about 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Nuggets.
Well, there's no doubt they played well enough to win that game. It truly could have gone either way, Clark.
Well, the lesson in this one is you can't just play well for 3.5 quarters and expect to win. I mean, they didn't close it out the way they should have. That's on them.
Wasted no time on that one. Alexander's got 5.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Hill, no good. Thunder off to a quick start here. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Kevin, he told me that basically on the defensive end, if they can do a good job on their outside shooters, everything else should fall into place. He said, listen, if we can force them to work the ball inside on a consistent basis, we feel like we have an excellent chance to win. We'll see, guys.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the free ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Here is Cunningham. 26 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Passes to Mitchell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Russo's checking for Mike Conley. Wood passes to Mitchell. Gives him the lead pass. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Shot's good from Bogdanovich.
How about this performance in the face of the injury, playing through a lot of pain out there?
Mitchell kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots off the screen. That one wide left.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Hawks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
As a team, they're down there around 72% from the stripe.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Hill. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Alexander passes to Cunningham. Mitchell kicks to Alexander. Dishes it to Cunningham. There's the pass to Wood. Clock is at 3. Here's Alexander. And a shot no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And if there was an aspect of the game that jumped out at me, guys, it was the rebound. There was a huge difference in the effort both teams were making on the glass.
Well, they got pushed around all game long, and when that happens, you're going to get out-rebounded.
Now, here is Hill. After the miss from Alexander. And the basket by Hill. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by LaRusso. The jump hook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
They get the rebound. Bogdanovich. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Both free throws good from Bogdanovich.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Thunder trailing by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Mitchell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Thompson passes to Bogdanovich. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bogdanovich has got 7 points. Alexander, he's guarded by Hill, gets the bucket. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, sir.
A message, and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, trailing by 2. Alexander passes to Wood. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, and one of the things he gives them at the offensive end, Kevin, is somebody who sets the toughest screens in the league. He is really hard to get around as a defender.
And, Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
And he sinks the second. Here's Caruso, looking for his first basket still in this one. On the wing hill, there's the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Here is Cunningham, averaging 13 points a contest, 6 to shoot. Gordon against Williams. Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. The Thunder have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And that one misses. And the Hawks making a change here. Berton has checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Caruso. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Come on, box him out, man.
Back to Gordon. Feeds it to Hill. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Hill.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Passes it to Wood. Kicks it to Cunningham. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The open shot, Williams. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. 3rd in rebounding, 9th in scoring. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
There we go.
And it's Green missing. Thunder trailing by 6. He kicks it to Green. Nailed from three-point land.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
And Atlanta has possession. Inside, Bertanis uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 5.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Caruso, the pass to Bertans. Number 1 in Atlanta again with the bucket. Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. He feeds it to Williams. Number 5. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 5. Pass to Caruso. Pass to Bertans. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
The feed to Green. Number 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Atlanta's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Right side, Green. Tires from the corner. And too long on the shot. Thunder trailing by 8. On the wing, Williams. 11 feet away. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Suns. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder just way behind.
You know, when you check out Oklahoma City, they've shown a lot of guts to pick themselves up off the deck after a terrible season last year and to begin building something positive going forward.
I think the main thing their fans wanted to see this year, Clark, was their team just being competitive every single night and giving themselves a chance to win. And I think they've done exactly that.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Green, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them this season, shooting about 78%.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. He dishes it to Jones. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And that one misses.
What's really hurt him, Kevin, is the missed free throws. You got to cash in on those freebies.
Bertans, he's guarded by Williams. Here's Bertans. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
So as we end the first quarter, already
Coming up.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assists. We're seeing great offensive movement.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. And Atlanta has possession. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Outside Conley. Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. They double him with Green. Number 5. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. That shot wide open. And the Hawks lead by 10.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Graham with the ball, over by Conley. Here's Portis. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Conley off the pick from Bertans. Conley the pass to Bertans. Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now a 12-point Hawks lead. They set the pick. Oklahoma City the rebound. Morris. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 9. The dish to Green for 3. The shot misses. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Portis. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder. In the third spot, the Hawks.
Now, they may be doing it in slightly different ways, but, guys, both these teams are putting a ton of points on the board.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And with a quick break in the action, let's take a look at some of the stats for Michael Conley. 4th in assists, and he's in the top 10 in steals per game as well. So this is a guy who you have to be aware of when you've got the ball in your hands.
And, you know, we'd be remiss not to say a word about his outstanding assist ranking. Come on now. I mean, this guy is one of the top assist men in the game and doing it with flair and fundamental soundness. That's special.
Now here's Conley. 8 points his last outing. The screen from Thompson. Back to Conley. Shoots it. Jump shot is good that time. And the Hawks lead by 8. Thunder have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Number 5. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 6.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Outside Conley. The three. And that one's good.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. This is to Morris. Number 5. And the Thunder, another 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Thunder trailing by 5. Off the inbound, no good.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The pass to Bogdanovich. Feeds to Thompson. Defended by Wood from 6 feet. Thompson misses.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Takes it from 10. Here's Mitchell. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Mitchell's got 11 points. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point line since the end of the first. Conley pitch to Bogdanovich. Conley with it. He has 7. Lock at 6. Harrell. He passes it to Bogdanovich. Misses off the right angle. Jones drives in. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 11.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
The Hawks making a switch here. Conley kicks to Hill. Back to Conley. The Hawks working the ball around. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
A lot of good games going on today, guys. And tell you one, the one that has my eye is the Golden State matchup.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Cunningham passes to Alexander. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Conley inside the line. Again, missing.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Alexander passes to Cunningham. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. The Hawks trail by 4. Conley dishes to Thompson. Passes it to Bogdanovich to stop the run. No luck. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Wood. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Look at Orlando. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks, 2 games back.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've done well to get to where they are in the standings. Last year wasn't easy for them, and for the most part, this season's been a different story.
Well, they've made steady improvement since last year, and I think that bodes well, Park, because they've got some talent, but they've probably overachieved to this point. But they don't see it that way. They just feel like they're playing hard and playing to their potential.
The Hawks trail by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Pass to Bogdanovich. All sorts of time. Good as the jump shot falls. Bogdanovich has got 9. Alexander passes to Mitchell.
Come get it, come get it.
Kicks it to Cunningham. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 5. Outside Hill. He kicks to Conley. It's back to Hill. Gordon up on top. He feeds it to Thompson. Outside Gordon. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got 8 points.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Here's Alexander, drilled from 6 feet.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. Pass to Thompson. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one. There's 1:54 left in the first half.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
The drive by Hill. Down low. Picked away. One-on-one here. Here's Alexander. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Now here's Conley. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Here's Thompson. It's blocked by Wood. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Fifth best, Michael Conley.
And with these guys, they're always going to give you an outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. And it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And that kind of aggression is exactly what you need from your point guard, Steve. At the point of attack, he sets the tone for your defense. And this bunch gives their counterparts very little room to operate on the perimeter.
Here's Conley after the made shot from Alexander. Gordon kicks to Bogdanovich. No good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Now here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Hawks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Gordon gets to Conley. From deep. It's rebounded by Alexander.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
From deep three-point range. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder lead by 10. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks, everyone.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The second half just about to get going here. You know, it's been a clinic so far for Mitchell.
Clay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
We've got Cunningham, and it's Wood in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. So it's Atlanta now after the missed three from Wood. Oh, no good.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Passes it to Mitchell. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Hawks trail by 10. Outside Conley. Conley off the pick from Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Conley's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Hawks.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Kevin, let's look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now. Second in rebounding, second in assists, and they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Clark. And what jumps out to me is the rebounding, because when you can rebound the basketball as a team, you can stay in every game. Even if you're not shooting the ball well, you rebound, you get extra possessions, and you allow your team the ability to make a comeback.
The Thunder have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's the feed to Hill. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And, Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
Outside Conley, all alone. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. He dishes it to Cunningham. That's good. Cunningham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket would be lifted for him.
Gordon, the pass to Hill. Conley dishes to Hill. Back to Conley. Conley off the pick from Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Gordon. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Wood.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
The dish now to Cunningham. Trying his luck deep. Kept alive. Here's Portis. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something, a double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
The Hawks trail by 11. Back to Gordon. Dishes it to Hill. Gets to the corner and buries it. Hill's got 5 points now in the quarter. Oklahoma City's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And Gordon over to Hill. Pass to Alexander. Oh, and there's the up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
Look like that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Now here is Conley. 12 points for him. 6 to shoot. High post try. Again, the Hawks score. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Feeds it to Cunningham. On the arc. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Bogdanovich has got 12 points in the game.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Thompson with the ball. Outside Hill. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Alexander, he's guarded by Hill, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. The Hawks making a switch here. Mitchell kicks to Cunningham, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Second, the Thunder. Number 5, the Hawks.
You know, Kevin, you look at both of these teams, and passing and ball movement have really become priorities, a focal point for both of them.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Excellent work on the offensive boards.
Went after that rebound hard and quickly turned it into a putback jam. Beautiful work.
And those are the types of plays that will put them in front in this game.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
There's Pentinus. And a draw from three-point range. Cunningham passes to Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Gordon's checked in for Bogdanovich. Number 16, defended by Cantor. No good from Bertens.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And here's what's up coming out for the Hawks. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Off target with the jump hook. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for them here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
Kicks it to Gordon. Stolen away. Here's Alexander, and it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Caruso. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Mitchell off a pick from Cantor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month in the league ranking. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they also show up as a top 5 rebounding team.
And I think what's most impressive when you talk about those points per game is the fact that they're spreading it around. This is a very unselfish team. They work to get good shots every time down the floor, and they become a very efficient offensive team.
And Mitchell drops them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Now here's Williams. Alexander, defended by Gordon. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Alexander. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Alexander's got 13.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 8. Ripped away. Alexander passes to Mitchell. He kicks it to Williams. Shot clock at 5. On deep. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
But the margin of error is history.
Well, yeah, there's not much margin at all, Clark. I mean, they can't afford to waste any more possessions. Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. You know, his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Alexander passes to Mitchell. He passes to Alexander. He's guarded by LaRusso. Fades away. The shot's good from Alexander. Alexander's got 4 points this quarter. Atlanta calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Hawks making a change here. Thompson's checked in. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Conley dishes to Thompson. Outside Hill. And the shot is long. The Thunder leading by 11. Portis defended by Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 8. Back to Green. Pocket 6 from outside the arc. And it's Gordon missing. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams with the ball. Conley picks him up. Alexander passes to Cunningham. On the wing, Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Right side, Williams. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they...
Tune in Monday.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Conley. He's out there with Hill. Tristan Thompson is out there with Bogdanovich. The first one falls. And Mitchell drops them both. The Hawks trail by 17. Conley with it. Now guarded by Mitchell. He feeds it to Hill. Lots of room. The shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
For the 3. The shot's good from Alexander. And the Thunder lead by 20.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
And he makes the first. Gordon's check in for Atlanta. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Hawks have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Thompson, soft touch off the glass.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Alexander, he's guarded by Hill. The pass to Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Pass to Wood. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Thompson. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Bertanis, he's checked in for Atlanta. Russo comes in for Hill. And Mitchell drops them both. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Russo. Pass to Bertens. Here's Russo. Pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Conley's shot is off.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Mitchell kicks to Alexander. The good-looking shot from the wing. Alexander's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the pass to Caruso. Lets the three fly. Gordon, the pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Passes it to Alexander. Here's Mitchell, defended by Gordon, and the Thunder another three.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Here's Mitchell, over by Conley. Pass to Alexander. Here's Mitchell. Alexander, he's guarded by LaRusso. No good from Alexander. Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. LaRusso, the pass to Bertens. Makes the lead pass. Ball stolen. The pass to Alexander. Misses from close range. The Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Russo, the pass to Conley. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Bertens. Passes it to Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Alexander's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Hawks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. There's Gordon. And it comes off the front of the rim. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
One at the line is good. And so LaRusso nails them both. And here now the Thunder. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Alexander.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
Doubled by LaRusso. And that is good. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Conley dishes to Gordon. Russo drains it from beyond the arc.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Outside Williams. Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Now the pass to Alexander. And Mackubex is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Williams. And Atlanta has possession. Conley with the three. Another three for Atlanta.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
It really does. I mean, it's not possible to give up that many points behind the arc and not pay the price in the end.
Passes to Alexander. Defended by Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. The shot's good from Alexander. Alexander's got 29.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down again. He did make 2 in the first half.
Cunningham's shot is off. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
And the first one drops. And so LaRusso nails them both.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Cunningham kicks to Alexander. There's the pick. From past the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the Hawks making a change here. Hill's checked in. And for the Hawks, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Bogdanovich. The three. It's rebounded by Wood.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's Mitchell. Again, Oklahoma City.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Conley, the pass to Hill. Puts up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Covered by Conley. No good for Mitchell. Outside Hill. Again, missing Hill.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Here's Mitchell, defended by Gordon. No good for Mitchell. And for the Hawks, they're shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Outside Conley. The feed now to Hill. He dishes it to Thompson. That's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Tries again. Shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Mitchell off a pick from Wood. Cunningham kicks to Alexander. The pass to Wood. Shoots from the block. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
That free throw missing, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. And the second free throw, good. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Number one. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Can you hear the crowd kind of murmuring? I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
Markeith Morris is checked in for Oklahoma City. That's good.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
They set the screen. Magruder, that's good.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Now Graham. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.